Well, I have to, first of all, I'd like to welcome everyone to our live, people who are joining us here in the group, on the panel. I always appreciate you taking time and showing up here as we leave these little nuggets for our friends out there in the on the web, I want to say, but actually it's more than that. We're constantly having these conversations. What feels more real, you know, and it is when we open our heart and let someone in. That is real, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? And then when we meet in person, we can translate those relationships into real relationships. And with several of you, I have like with Angelica, I met in person, but I know that it will be the same feeling when I meet with you, Agathe, and with you, Nicole, and Kylie, perhaps one day. And with Ryan, definitely we have to meet because we are so close here in London. So today we are talking about the networking meeting that we had on Monday. And for those of you who are members of Anchored in Love, for those of you who are part of this community, you will probably know more details about it. But for those of you who are just watching us or catching us on replay on these platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube, please reach out. There is a link for you to join the community so that you can be in one of these meetings. Because obviously, networking meetings, we are not sharing them publicly. Welcome, Tanya. Lovely to
Hello.
welcome you. Hi.
Nice to be here.
Excellent. So it is it was really thrilling. We were just discussing before going live how much we all enjoyed that first networking meeting, and a couple of you have missed it this time round, but we look forward to opening the doors for more of this. So what we are doing, Angelica and Agathe and I, in this community, we are trying to have a feel for it. We have opened the door to friendships first. We have aligned ourselves with our values, and then from that point, from the point of friendship and knowing that we are right fit as a group, then we are one more member is joining us. Wonderful. Then it's so much easier to build on that solid platform of friendship to build our networks. Hello, Rajiv. Really nice for you of you to join us. Welcome. So, Angelica and Agathe, I want to invite you two first if you want to share anything about this networking opportunity that we are creating together.
Oh,
Yes, go ahead, please.
so it's you see the core value, the behind the scene, the Katrina that started this whole thing is coming from a heart. It's a heart driven project. And that's what comes through. So when we have gathering like we do today, there is this the intention, the communication is from the heart to your heart, and that is it's just beautiful what it creates. It's you know what it reminds me actually. It's we are tapping into how we were as a child.
Mm,
Children are like that. They
yes,
don't have all those filters.
exactly.
You know, they haven't been taught yet to have filters. They just
Exactly.
are. And so
Exactly.
we are. So again, I mean, thank you to Katrina for starting it at the very beginning of it all. I feel very privileged to be part of all the group here. Thank you.
It's beautiful. And I love how you highlighted playfulness because when we initially had this idea between Angelica and myself in one of the enlightened conversations that we shared, one of many, it was that idea of playfulness and simple connection. So human to human heart connection. And that is what builds this beautiful base upon which we can then build a very strong
Yeah,
business relationship.
yeah, yeah.
There is one more thing that we are doing, introducing a new thing. So this will be the third thing that we do, and this will be a weekly thing as well. And I want you, Angelica, to share then what we are going to do.
Oh,
Hmm. Can you unmute yourself and so that we can hear you?
Yes, I'm in unfortunately I'm in a place may you will hear so much noises. So may it's better if you gonna explain. I want just to add one more thing. I'm so excited week by week, more and more. So thankful to all of you that you are here and to all the people that will come and will watch the replay. I can say that is a opportunity for us to nurture our soul, and that is what I really wanted to do since the beginning with Katerina, because most of the time we are so busy to do so many things and we don't even dedicate time for ourselves, like just like 15 minutes, and especially to build a connection with other people. And this is something that everyone is facing, this issue, let's say, this a challenge. And so why not to meet every Friday for 15 minutes? And here we are. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you for sharing that, Angelica. Since beginning of this year, we have been showing up consistently here on Friday, and look how our community is growing. So we are really pleased that that intention has taken root deeply, and we are not going to stop. We are building on that. So the next thing that we are going to do, we want to highlight each week. Angelica and I are going to do interviews with our members. So it's going to be member spotlight live on LinkedIn. So we're going to do this on Wednesdays, I think we said, didn't we, Angelica? We will certainly keep
All
you
right.
informed. We will keep you informed when we start. Hopefully from this coming new week we will start that. So all of you friends on the call, expect to be contacted by us to be highlighted under this spotlight, loving spotlight that we will put on you. So that is another feature that we are adding. And obviously our networking meetings that are going to be once a month, where each member, and our group is growing in numbers, where each member can bring a friend who is not yet a member, right? So that we can instantly have double the amount of people, which makes our call fun. Ryan, do you want to share about the networking meeting then on Monday, and how much fun was that?
The networking meetings. I gotta say that I absolutely enjoyed that one a lot, because me and Katerina, we met like in another networking session a couple of months ago. Might have been quite recent, but it's been
No,
like
it's been longer than that, Ryan.
it's been
in
longer.
June. In June.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, a couple of months,
Yeah.
and I've got to say that this one, it felt a lot more playful. It felt a lot more like open. It felt a lot. It felt a lot more. It felt a lot more open. Like it felt a lot more. You could express yourself a lot more, because like you've already got to know people. They know a little bit about you, but like this is the more part where you can open up yourself to say a little bit more about what you do, and that's evident because most of us, we've already connected with each other on Facebook, LinkedIn, so we can carry on that particular conversation as well. And one thing I did also learn is that we did talk previously about connection and spiritual connections too, and it really did feel that the people we were matched with, there was already some kind of spiritual connection there. Like, so when you talked, like, oh yeah, that's what I do, or that's my line of work, or yeah, I think we should catch up about that, innit? So yeah, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's definitely a good format. And like 3 to 5 minutes, it's an appetizer to carry on with the conversation afterwards.
Yes. And as Agat said, it is already when people are heart centered, when they come from the same place and expectation and intention, it's easy to make connection. And as you said, Ryan, when we already have that bond of friendship, it feels like we're spending time with family, which is really special. It really feels like that. I'm curious now to hear, Tanya, if you would like to share maybe how it was for you, because that was the first experience that you had with us as a group.
Hi, I'm Tanya, and Angelica invited me, for those of you who do not know me. I love these kind of things, and I think it's great. I've been taking part to similar things in other networks, and I just love it. I was very uncomfortable at the beginning, and I think that with the COVID and so many people being indoors, and so many people have lost the ability to make connection and to talk to other people, and it's for a lot of people it's very difficult to speak to strangers, whereas in normal life people are more used to it. But I think these kind of things like this are really good to build your self-confidence, because by talking to other people that you don't know who you are and what you do, sometimes it's not so easy. You think about, what am I going to say? What do I do? Who am I? And so these sessions like this really make you think, make you focus on who you are, and become more confident talking to other people. So I really appreciate this initiative. And I find it great. So congratulations to you for taking this initiative. And I'll be as present as I can, because I like this kind of, and being at the beginning, it also makes me feel part of something that is growing. So I like that.
Yes, there's something special knowing that you were part, like founding member, because we're still less than 100 people. And I think anyone who is in the first 100 is going to be a founding member of this group. I love what you touched upon, that this also gives you confidence because you get to practice introducing yourself to other people. And oftentimes because most of us are entrepreneurs, oftentimes we had this training of how to deliver a perfect elevator pitch to somebody, but that doesn't necessarily make connection with another person. And I can see you nodding, Nicole. Do you want to add something to that? What is the advantage of introducing yourself as a person, as a human being, as a friend first, rather than going straight in with what we do?
Well, I think for this group, there's always been no judgment, right? Like we all know that we're trying to help people. We all know that, like, in our beings, it's about offering value, right? But sometimes when we're in different types of groups, they're not understanding at its core is heart and giving and value. And so sometimes you can get feedback that either doesn't make any sense to you, or that is like hurtful almost in a way, right? Because we know that our words are trying to come from our heart. And so when it's being received by other people who understand that, they can help you formulate words, and you become more eloquent from your core.
Oh, beautiful. That is the thing, when we come from place of alignment and good fit with someone, that is, they get the best out of us. Beautiful, my friend. Thank you so much for sharing. Kylie, I want to give you opportunity to say how is this leaving a good impression on you? Do you want to join us more in these kind of discussions?
Yes, absolutely. I've been remiss that I haven't been able to join previously. It's just a timing thing. But actually, absolutely looking forward to connecting with this group more. And so love what Nicole said there. When you connect with people, that's like one of my favorite things is when I get to connect with people and you feel that energy, even through Zoom, you can feel that energy and that connection. And whether there's a need and a solution on our business side or not, that a friendship is established, and you can just, like she said, you can help each other communicate better so that you can find those right people to help, because we all just want to help.
Yes, yes, we have that connecting thread. It's really beautiful. We enhance each other and enrich each other's experience, and we grow together as well, which is what Ryan and I were finding and sharing often, right? We grow together, and it's really special to share that kind of connection, because out of this, one day a mastermind will be formed. We're convinced of that as well. As we grow and develop. Before we wind up this section, I wanna share a couple of things. I want to say, don't miss us on Wednesday, because we're going to have our first spotlight meeting with our member of the group. Also this Sunday, premiere of the conversation with Kylie here, who is with us on the call, is happening on my platform. This is your moment. So I invite you all to see that conversation, because it unfolded really beautifully. So you will find out more about what Kylie does and how she inspires women in her field and her power. And I would like to invite Rajiv, if you're able to share with us, what is your first impression in the meeting with us?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Thank you very much for inviting me to the group. I missed last week, and so I'm glad I could join today, though there were some initial hiccups in joining. I like what I hear, and I look forward to being connected with the group and sharing more one-on-one to understand a little more, like what is it exactly that you are talking about, like connecting on a different level other than professional.
Yes.
So if you could explain a little bit about that, so I'll be prepared before somebody gives me a call.
Yes, it's just a deeper level. You see, we start with forming a friendship relationship first, because if we cannot find the basis upon which we can be friends, then it's very difficult to maintain that professional relationship. Because we are entrepreneurs, we already said that we care about our clients. We really want to feel that connection, as if we are family, as if we really are deeply connected with them, without as if. We want to achieve that kind of relationship. And if the basis isn't friendship, it's difficult, and it feels cold and disconnected. So we believe that when friendship is achieved first, then that relationship is much stronger. I hope that answers your question. And if you have any more, please post it in the group, and we can all contribute.
Sure.
Angelica, did you want to say anything?
No, yes, I'm so happy to see Rajiv as well. So yes,
Thank you, Angelica.
definitely.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks to you.
Lovely. Thank you all for coming. We have exceeded just by a couple of minutes our normal 15 to 20 minute share here this afternoon. Or wherever you are in the world, if it's morning or evening for you, irrelevant of that. We are glad that you're with us. We are glad if you're catching us on replay. You have a link in the description of this live or recording. You will have a link to join our group and our community. If you wish your perspective to be heard, to be shared, you're more than welcome here. And if you wish to become part of our network, then do join us. Until next time, have a wonderful weekend, and thank you all for taking time to share with us today. Bye-bye for now.